Hey friends, how are you? Liz Montigny here. So each Wednesday I pop on for Work It Out Wednesday and just offer you a brief little coaching sesh on this thing I call life. And each week I focus on a different theme on the wheel of life. So what's the wheel of life? My foundation is based in Ziegler Choose to Win Coaching, which is just an amazing foundation that helps you grow personally and professionally. And they have something called the Wheel of Life. And it's basically, anything in your life falls into these 7 areas of mental, spiritual, physical, family, financial, personal, and career. And of course, the idea is that once you get that all in balance, things are flowing great. So this week, I'm focusing on the career spoke. And I was on a fabulous mentoring call. So each week, I get to mentor with Tom Ziegler, and I'm on a call. It's basically set up like a webinar with other like-minded, positive, fabulous people, and I get to learn from the best. And he shared some really powerful strategies for when you feel like giving up and how not to, and how to regain the energy and the confidence and some things you can do. And when I heard it, I said, oh my goodness, I have to share this with all of you, because I think no matter where you are in life, no matter if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're working from home like me, if you're working a 9 to 5, these strategies will help you in whatever you're trying to tackle, be it personal, financial, physical, whatever it may be. So I wanted to share them with you today. This may be a little bit longer than my usual chats with you, but stick with it because I think you're gonna love it. Okay, so by the way, if you are catching the replay, I would love to know that, and please say hello. And if as I'm going along, if you have any questions or comments along the way, share those too. It's always good to see who's tuning in. So thank you for that. So number one, if you're stuck, if you feel like you hit a wall and you're trying to persevere and you don't want to give up, here's number one for you. Consider it all joy. What? I know. Embrace it. Embrace it. You're stuck, but it's okay, because that means something better is coming. Something better is on the other side. And this is your chance to learn and to grow and to elevate. So flip that around. I love that. I love that. Number 2, your attitude, your habits, your winning habits are going to change, are going to get you unstuck. Okay. They're going to move you forward. So choose to have the right attitude. Attitude is choice. It really is. It comes down to that. Number 3, learn from others who have persevered, right? I mean, we all have people, even in our feeds here on social media, that we follow because they are inspiring, and we, their story resonates with us. So keep that and hold on to that, and know that you can do the same. I'm going to go kind of fast here. Number 4, revisit your why. What do I mean by that? Your why, think of your why as your purpose. Like, why you're here, what are you doing? So for example, well, where did mine go? Oh, it's in here. I read it every day and then I put it away, but I should just hold it out every day. But in any case, I have my why printed out and I read it each morning. And that's something I think all of us should come back to. And it's really a purpose in what you're doing in life. It doesn't necessarily, it's not like the definition of what you do every day, like I'm a mom and I'm a coach. Right, yes, but my purpose is more than that. And the fact that I'm coaching and I'm a mom, those are things that are helping me, or in part of fulfilling my purpose. Number 5, call your quote unquote who a mentor or a coach. Now, a who could refer to a friend, somebody who is super close to you, that just gets you, right? And you know that you call on them for anything. Or, of course, a mentor or a coach who obviously are there for you and will get you, okay? Number 6, the perfect start. I won't dive too far into this one because we could be here all afternoon, but I've talked a lot about this on my other lives and on my blog. Basically, how are you starting your day? How are you setting your mind? Are you settling your mind? Okay. Are you confirming it? And by that, I mean, I have alarms for everything on my phone. So funny. But anyway, that's for another time. So how are you settling your mind? How are you confirming it? Meaning, how are you confirming that positive input? You're using positive input to solidify things, right? And then how are you focusing your mind? Like, what are the tasks at hand that you need to tackle for today? Okay. And there's a lot more to a perfect start, which I'll delve into some other times, but that's kind of the sense, that morning. How are you starting your day? And if it's not first thing in the morning, is it when you sit down to work? How are you getting focused and centered to do that work? I got my notes here because I want to keep us on track. Number 7, step back and try something else. What? I know. Take a break. Take a day off. Go for a walk. Change the scenery. Something. I find that when it's something actually physical, that you actually have to move and change what you're doing, that's a great way. That's a great way to take a step back. So consider that. And know that you have to be able to let go of what you can't control, right? So what are you in control of? You are in control of the choices that you can make in what you choose to do and how you choose to live your life, right? Can't control other people. You certainly can't control the weather, which, by the way, is beautiful today. I can't wait to go for a walk. So focus on the things that you can and the choices that you are responsible for. Number 8, create some momentum by gaining some wins in some other areas of your life. So if you're stuck on something in one area, okay, go work on something else and get some quick wins there. And then you see that momentum, you see that change, and it just builds. And you know that you're not far off from solving your problem, right? So keep going. Number 9, plan in advance how you will handle setbacks. Yeah, can you really do that? Sure you can. It's all about what I talked about before and that attitude and that perfect start for yourself. If you're one of these people who, when something pops up, you immediately go to the negative, is that really serving you? How could you turn that around for yourself, right? So how can you overcome? Okay. Number 10, understand the power of incrementalism. What do I mean? Little things add up, right? Just small changes in your day make a huge difference. I know I saw that in my own life with my morning routine and then the choices I made with homeschooling and balancing work. Just little changes can make such a huge difference. I know I do this. I don't know about you, but I overestimate the amount I can get done in a short amount of time. And I underestimate what can happen over the long game, right? So just understand that those little wins and those building those habits over time make a huge, huge difference. 11, refocus on the foundation. So what do I mean by this? If you are in business for yourself or you own a business, and even if you're not, even if you're a mom or you have a 9-to-5, I think anybody can use this piece. What is the problem you solve? What is unique about what you offer and what you can do? That's amazing and that's powerful because we all have something that we can solve for somebody else, right? Number 12, elevate your view of the situation, which means step back again. Take the bird's eye view. What's really happening here, right? And just rise above it all and surrender. Is it really as bad as you think? Maybe it's not, right? Number 13, maybe you need to dump the old plan. Maybe you're stuck, and that's what we're talking about here today. I have some strategies on what happens when you're stuck and how to get out of it. Maybe you need to dump the old plan, meaning maybe what you were working on and working towards, maybe it needs to shift because of all the things that have changed around us. And that's okay. Okay? You don't have to, prove that. You just know that maybe there's a shift that needs to change and you have to take a look at that. So, compare how it's going and see if just starting over may be the way to go. Or maybe not starting over, but maybe just tweaking something. Maybe trying a different approach. There's so many different ways to do things. Maybe you just go down the list. Oh, I didn't try this yet. Let me try that. And don't be afraid of failure. Remember, failure is an event. It's not a person. And if you're failing, it means you're trying, which is huge. And if you're trying, then you're almost there. So keep going, keep going. Number 14, what's the story you tell yourself? What is your self-talk? Okay. Yeah, that's affirmations and stuff, which I've certainly talked about. But it's also, if you are stuck and, you keep just spinning your wheels, think about the resources that you have at hand. Maybe you need to talk to somebody else. Again, a mentor, a coach. Maybe you need to find out who the expert is in the field that you're stuck in, and you need to go consult with them. That's totally okay. So don't feel like, if you're constantly in this place of stuckness, yeah, anyway, if you're constantly there and you can't get out, don't put that label on yourself, right? Just try something. Ask someone for help. That's huge. 15, count the no's. So that kind of goes back to what I was saying about, not being afraid of failure. Just keep asking. Whatever that thing is that you're working on, whatever that thing is that you're stuck on, keep going, keep asking, because each no you get on whatever project or sale or whatever it is that you're trying to do is just going to get you closer to the yes. So just keep going. Beware, number 16. I'm almost done. I got like 2 more. Stick with me. Number 16. Be careful who you surround yourself with, right? Isn't there something about, we're the sum of the 5 people we hang out with? Well, just be careful who is feeding you. Be careful what you're listening to. Sometimes when we're trying to make a big shift in our life and we do get stuck, sometimes if we end up talking to a negative person or somebody who doesn't quite get what's going on with you, they can kind of drag you down a little bit, right? And then that's hard. That's hard to get away from that. And then you question yourself and you start doubting. Instead, I would consider boundaries, right? Just consider who you are talking to and if they are, filling you up, okay? Number 17, you are the example, right? So if you're in a leadership role in your work, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a stay-at-home mom, whatever it is, you set the example. You can say anything you want. Anybody can say anything they want, but until they start doing it, until they start, action, doing something, it doesn't mean anything. And people notice action, not words, because again, you can say anything you want, but until you start doing it, it doesn't mean much. So, and last but not least, number 18, set the rhythm from day one. Have that growth mindset. So if you're stuck and you want that to change, go back to these and just make sure that you're implementing that perfect start to your day, that you're implementing that winning attitude in those habits, and that you're constantly revisiting that why, that purpose, that goal for your life. And that'll start to fuel the rest of this, and you'll get out of that stuck place, and you will not have given up, and you will have persevered. Okay, so I hope this helps you. I'm going to be delving into this a lot more, and it's certainly these are themes that I focus on in my coaching. So if you're stuck, what are you stuck on? Tell me. We can talk about it. I can help. I would love to hear from you. All right. So you have a great day. Like I said, it's actually a beautiful day in my neck of the woods. I'm going to go for a walk. Love it. And I will talk to you soon. I'll be back with you next Wednesday afternoon. Bye for now.